to a Matt and Michael's lockdown. We hope you're all having a very nice Easter and you continue to enjoy the Easter holidays. Fáilte roimh go léir. One of the most impressive buildings in Trim is the courthouse, often ignored because it's so familiar, standing as it does at the end of Market Street, the main street of the town. It was built around 1810, designed by Cork-born architect Richard Morrison, who studied under James Gandon, the architect who built so many of the great buildings of Dublin. A major refurbishment project was completed in 2001. This involved the renovation and restoration of the old courthouse and the addition of an extension. The refurbished courthouse was officially opened in July 2001. The architects were M&M, Mulligan and Associates. They won a top prize in the 2001 Building of the Year award. Talking of Trim Courthouse extension, the jury said that it had an expressive contemporary design and avoided any banal mimicking pastiche of the restored older building. It is fair to say that there were mixed opinions as to the design of the extension, but it does now seem to be accepted as an interesting addition to the buildings of Trim.
Yes, we're Yves Accordia. Here's a song chosen because of the season that's about to be upon us. A song called Easter Parade. Now, Easter Parade, the song was written by Irving Berlin in 1933, I think, anyway. But there was a film of the same name, Easter Parade, released in 1948. Now, why there should be so many years detached between the song and the film, I don't know. Maybe some of my facts are incorrect, but anyway, this film Easter Parade I do remember because it was one of the ones for which we got permission to attend in the Royal Cinema Trim way back when I was a gorsoon, knee high to a grasshopper. It's a lively little number. If you know, you'll join in and sing. Give me a hand. In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. I'll be all in clover, and when they look you over, I'll be the proudest fellow in the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in the rotogravure. Oh, I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and all the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in the rotogravure. I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and all the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. To the Easter parade. Thank you.
Taking to the Easter away, unhappy news away.
I'm stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right. It's for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight.
All night long he calls her Snooky-ookums, Snooky-ookums.
Fiddle up on your violin, lay right on it, rest your chin upon it. Doggone, you better begin and play an overture upon your violin.
When the midnight choo-choo leaves for Alabama,
Alabama.
I'm just a fella with an umbrella.
It only happens when I dance with you. That trip to heaven till the dance is through. A girl I love is on a magazine cover.
Here's a poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, which is a very well-known poem. He was an English poet, critic, philosopher, and theologian. Born in 1772, he died in 1834. With William Wordsworth, he was one of the Lake poets. Throughout his adult life, Coleridge suffered ill health, including bouts of depression and anxiety. This poem is one of his best known, the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. An old sailor tells a story of a voyage far south, where he kills an albatross, which has guided them to safety. This brings bad luck, and the other sailors hang the dead albatross around his neck. The sailors all die, the ship is becalmed, and in this extract, the sailor begins to appreciate the beauty of wild creatures, and things slowly begin to get better. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Alone, alone, all alone, alone on a wide, wide sea, and never a saint took pity on my soul in agony. The many men so beautiful, and they all dead did lie, and 1,000 slimy things lived on, and so did I. I looked upon the rotting sea, and drew my eyes away. I looked upon the rotting deck, and there the dead men lay. I looked to heaven and tried to pray, but or ever a prayer had gushed, a wicked whisper came and made my heart as dry as dust. Beyond the shadow of the ship, I watched the water snakes. They moved in tracks of shining white, and when they reared, the elfish light fell off in hoary flakes. Within the shadow of the ship, I watched their rich attire. Blue, glossy green, and velvet black, they coiled and swam, and every track was a flash of golden fire. O happy living things, no tongue their beauty might declare. A spring of love gushed from my heart, and I blessed them unaware. Sure my kind saint took pity on me, and I blessed them unaware. The self-same moment I could pray, and from my neck so free, the albatross fell off and sank like lead into the sea.
Yeah, it's Mariuv Galkania. It's a beautiful evening here in Trim. It's like a summer's day. It was short the night we parted, too quickly came the day, when silent, broken-hearted, I went from you away. The dawn was breaking o'er Glenrue, it stole the stars away. the last long look I caught of you, and your shawl of Galway grey. That unusual introduction for the shawl of Galway grey is only one of the two songs called of the same name. There's another song called Shawl of Galway Grey, but that one that I just sung was the party piece of my late uncle Tommy Conlon. And as was the traditional in Shannon singing or unaccompanied singing, you didn't sing the last line, you spoke the last line. This other version was popular enough, I forget it, there was one of the Irish girls sang it. She was young and she was pretty, and her heart was bright and gay, and she won him so completely in her shawl of Galway grey. In her eyes a love was shining like the moonlight on the bay, but her love was for another 'neath her shawl of Galway grey. Now I forget who sang that one. Somebody will tell me. That's a little challenge for somebody. Who sang that one? It was popular enough, I think, in the 50s. And finally, the one I'm going to sing is in Oranmore in the County Galway. It mentions the Galway shawl as well. But this one has a happy memory for me, because when I used to go to Care Choice Nursing Home before COVID, I would pop up there every once in a while and sing a few songs with and for the residents. And whenever I'd come to this song, my old friend Mickey Linehan would come to life. Poor old Mickey Long, he's deceased since, Lord have mercy on him. But this was Mickey's party piece. It was one of his favourite songs anyway. And he knew all the words of every verse, which is more than I can say. So, it's Oranmore in the County Galway. What makes it different for me is it's the lyrics, they're not at all nuanced. They're very direct and they don't need any explanation. So it tells a story, so it probably had its origins in some facts. I don't know. But anyway, it's a catchy one. There's a nice catchy chorus, and I hope you'll all sing along with me. In Oranmore, in the County Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was young and handsome, her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint nor powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and round her shoulders was the Galway shawl. She kept on walking, we kept on talking. Her father's cottage came into view, and now come in, sir, and meet my father, and play to please him the foggy dew. She sat me down beside the hearthstone, I could see her father, he was 6 feet tall, and soon her mother had the kettle ringing. All I could think of was the Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and on her shoulders was the Galway shawl. I played the blackbird and the stack of barley, Rodney's glory and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and tears welled in her eyes of blue. 'Twas early, all in the morning, I cut the road for old Donegal. Said she goodbye, sir. She cried and kissed me, and my heart remained with the Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and round her shoulder was the Galway shawl. I hope you enjoy that.
When I was working, Easter holidays was the time I usually at least started the process of cleaning out the garden shed. So this poem of mine is based on that. And it's also a memory of all those ancestral sheds, my father's and my 2 grandfathers' sheds, which were full of important, useless things. Easter cleaning. Especially when cleaning out my shed and dumping my sad stockpile stores, I remember your neat abandoned hoards. Timbers, nails, tools, assortments of essentials, decomposing. It has taken me a lifetime to discard accumulations cached for indefinite usefulness. This Easter week, I took a load of timber, rough uprights and drilled cross pieces for recycling. Each plank I flung detached a little of you. My shed is spick and span now, like an empty tomb.
We gathered in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail. I think about those past few weeks. Will they say we failed? From our school days they have told us we must yearn for liberty. But all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger, and we won't have time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I have for these brave men, the love for my dear land. And when Patrick called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed, and with him I had to go. Oh Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger, and there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now as the dawn is breaking, my heart was breaking too. On this fine morning as I walk, my thoughts will be of you. And I'll write these words upon the wall, so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the rose. Oh Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. No, there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye.
That was Matt with his late singing partner Michael Meagan, with the song Grace, a suitable song for Easter. We leave you now with a little more from Skeelta and some Trim spring flowers. Enjoy the Easter, and we'll see you next week.